musical evolution has ended. We control the sound. It's time you all got down. We bring you electrophonic. Fong, 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 fong.
Woo, we're starting off a binary start tonight. I love it.
Now before y'all step your foot into it, I want y'all to sing along with us. We got a thing that's gonna tilt you back. We got a thing that's called the crack. So get crackin'. Let's get crackin'. Hold on. Let's get crackin'. Come on, y'all, get crackin'. Let's get crackin'. Everybody. Now don't be afraid to step on the crack, cause you're most definitely not gonna break your mother's back. This jam is not only nutritious, say y'all, it can be to the groovers delicious. So y'all, get cracked. Crackin'. Let's get crackin'. Oh, roll over, baby. Crackin'. Let's get crackin'. I can tell us again the groove. Crackin'. Let's get crackin'. Y'all roll over. Shock you. All right, let's get cracking, y'all. This is a Groovers holiday. Why don't y'all come on out and play? Now, if you're going to the disco, you tell the disc jockey to put this right on. Cause everybody wants to crack. Crackin'. Let's get crackin'. Everybody wants to crackin'. Let's get crackin'. Steve wants to crackin'. Let's get crackin'. Don't you know he wants to crackin'. Let's get crackin'. Now the groove is gonna get strong in a minute, y'all. And you got to crack and slide your back right on time. Everybody's got to dance to the funky music. Oh, it's electrophonic funk time. Crackin'. Let's get crackin'. With the king of the groove. Crackin'. Let's get crackin'. I got to see you move. Crackin'. Let's get crackin'. 'Cause it's party time.
Is here.
Jack cracked over the candlestick. She came tumbling down around. Come on, y'all, to the funky sound. Super caddy, fragile jacket, breaks the attic, crack it.
So proudly we all stand, a severed hand got tossed up on the land, on the coast of southern Ireland. The ONYX clan. So proudly we all stand, a severed hand got tossed up on the land, on the coast of southern Ireland.
This channel is about hip-hop. Nothing but hip-hop. This channel was designed to attract and locate hip-hop heads of the highest regard from all over the world. This channel grows slow because finding the right people takes time. If you are watching this live video right now, it means you bleed and breathe hip-hop. We're glad you're here. You are why this channel exists. Now let's get the party started. Enjoy the show.
What is everybody? Welcome to Temple of Bird.
Shapeshifters, pass the torch. Tonight we are celebrating Forces Unknown. My name is Wilkshake. Make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, like this video, and share this video with your friends. Forces Unknown is a very dear friend of mine that I know very little about because he's been an acquaintance who feeds me sick hip-hop for the last decade or so.
Right.
Maybe 8, 9, 10 years. He's been feeding me hip-hop straight to my brain. And he reached out and said, hey, how does the pass the torch thing work? Let's get involved. And Iggy picked him to pass the torch to, and I thought it was an excellent choice. He's here right now, so that's fantastic because I didn't know if he's going to be around. We're hoping at the end of his set he can call into the show and tell us about his set, why he picked the songs, have a short little phone call. We'll turn the phone lines on. That'd be fantastic. Chuck, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. I'm ready to get cracking. I'm stoked about our binary star. That's pretty dope.
I love when my wife opens the door and passes me a beer. That's the fucking best life ever. LP, how are you?
Hey, man, doing great. Happy Music Mondays. Glad to be here. Let's get it cracking.
Iggy, what's it cracking, my brother?
Shit, making it happen, Cap. You know what we do. It's making it happen on a Music Monday, baby.
Music Mondays. Me and LP were live this morning. It was fantastic. We had 9 different callers, 11 songs, or 8 different callers, 11 songs. So it was really active. I got some private chat stuff going on here. Okay, we're just, you guys are all good there?
We're good.
Let's get into the first one of the evening. Once again, everybody shout out Forces Unknown in the chat. He is the one supplying this entertainment. We are just listening to his tunes. Binary Star. We had One Below on the show a couple years ago, and Senim Silla, Binary Star, fantastic, lyrical, deep, heavy shit. Like, get ready to think. Let's get into this one right now.
I mean, unless you're not ready to think.
I have a request tonight. When you hear this, that is the introduction.
This is how I represent. I rock the mic 110%. It's intimate. I keep the party moving like an immigrant. Binary star, superstar. It's no coincidence. Every verse is intricate. This ain't a circus in a tent. We don't get down like them clowns in the Kents. I'm used to being indigent. Who said it's all about the Benjamins? I want a fortune. I want to make music and hit the lottery. Fortunately, my music is never watery. That's how it gotta be as far as I can see. Maybe you should grab a telescope to see my view is like astronomy. It ain't all about economy. So the fact that all these whack MCs is making G's don't bother me. Honestly, my #1 policy is quality. Never sell my soul, is my philosophy. High velocity, lyrics like Nostradamus making prophecy. I told you cats a long time ago, it ain't no stopping me. I bomb your set, that's not a threat, it's a promise. Got everybody riding on my wagon like the Amish. But still I never claim to be a big rap star. Cause no matter who you are, it's still Allah who Akbar. Better believe this, most rappers can't achieve this. I'm bad to the bone, but x-rays can't even see this. See, I'm strategic, I let your money talk bullshit. Walk while I keep it rolling like paraplegics. Whoever's on the microphone, let it be known, you in danger. I got next like the Boston Strangler. You ain't never heard an MC speak like this. And Rodney King ain't never felt the beat like this.
That is the main theme. I want to do something else.
Get a grip on yourself, cause you ain't gripping minds. Life and times out of lives, rap guys out of line, careers I finalize. Collide with this serenade cyanide, you've applied for psilocybin. The thing that makes killers hide, hang them high by their gold link necktie. And drain them dry into temper style. Now you ain't Kai, so you ain't that high. Wanna be aeronautic, then get swatted for acting fly. Masterminds, crafty rhymes, ill went from drafty lines. They chill spines like the Alpines. Running up on Senim turbines, a close encounter of the worst kind. Go ask some cats and heard I'm lyrical turpentine. Who wanna taste mine? I carry hell on the way waistline. God give the baseline, so let the flow fly. I surmise 7-5 through the MI when I forcefully Jedi in the blue eye, red eye, hands fly, bad eye, sharp shoot, dead eye, snooze, cruise, bed by, Mary Lou, flipping eye, paper punk, ripping eye, stomping eye, simplify, represent, temper eye, signify, walking rhyme, make nothing similar, or Gemini, or in this perimeter, Septemini, cats be cut dry, I'm a wild wet guy, I be raining precipitation till it's 1 inch from neck high, rest fly kids, mid sky, without an alibi, who said you rap tight, you come and rap by a slice of this rap, scalpel guys, quick as apple pie, I'm learned in all schools of thought and shit you baffle by, conceptual, intellectual, fox lie, Silla oxide, rhymes flow like a rock slide, you must have forgot, I slap your ass, knock me, then cockeyed, bruised, battered, broken up, open cut, dipped in peroxide, death to the pot fly.
Good. Usually I don't do request numbers. Unless, of course, I have been asked to do so.
Now when One Below was on the show, is this the album we listened to? He was on for an album listening party, wasn't it? What were we doing?
No.
Yeah, no, that was a
Baby.
solo album of his.
Oh yeah, Baby.
Yeah, Baby.
Yeah, Being a Black Youth.
Yep. Yeah, and
Yeah, that's right.
Where every track was a different acronym for Baby.
Acronym for Baby. Yeah,
That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Nice.
And dude, he's cool as fuck. I look up to him. I look up to him as like a thought leader and like an intellectual sublime artist. Like I look up to him for knowledge. He's a teacher. You know, he's kind of like Green Square and fucking KRS-One and fucking. He preaches and he's smart and he has some really interesting things to say. And I always love watching his lives on Instagram. Senim Silla's dope as fuck too. They blend together like fucking magic. They're the perfect milkshake. I love it. Reality Shack. Love the lyrics. Beat is an 8.5. Kept me engaged. Kind of a short loop, but it was such a complicated. There was so much going on that it kept you engaged. You didn't get boring because you could just listen to something different going on within it throughout the whole thing. So that's an 8.5. Lyrics. Love it. That's a 9. Flow, smooth, 8.5, 26. Ignacio, what are you saying?
Right on. Yeah, this is one of those MCs that you're a rapper's rapper. You know what I mean? Like if you're an MC and you know about One Below, because most people even in the underground don't really know about Binary Star or One Below, unless you've really done your research, right?
Thanks to Chuck for that, I think, right? Chuck, you introduced us.
Yeah, from the very beginning.
Let's just give a big shout out to Chuck for introducing us to Binary Star One Below.
Quite a few years ago.
That's 5-6 years ago, I bet.
I mean, somewhere around there, yeah.
I ended up emailing him and just asking if he wanted to be on the show, and he. It's funny when he replied when we were talking to him. Then he was like, at first I was like, I don't know if it was like a scam or real. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know, I'll reply anyways. And then he did, and I was like, oh, sweet.
Right.
Yeah, that's dope as hell.
Carry
on, Iggy.
But the beat, I'm gonna give the beat. I'm gonna give the beat an 8.25. I mean,
Getting into quarters.
And I mean, sometimes it'd be that way. It'd be that way.
Yep.
The flow. I think I prefer. Prefer One Below's flow over Senim Silla's flow.
Probably a little more progressed, a little more experienced, maybe.
Maybe it's just the tone of his voice as well. It just kind of all blends well together with what he was doing in the pocket on the beat. So I'm gonna give that. I'll give that an 8.25.
The lyrics.
The lyrics, and then the flow, I'll give that an 8.5.
8.5, so 16.5, 24.5?
25.
25 even.
25 even. Okay, LP, what are you saying?
So I really, really liked the beat. I thought it was like really uplifting. I liked the change in the beginning at the end, and I liked all the elements to it. So that's a 9 for me. It was just really refreshing. I like the lyrics as well. I'm going to probably put that at an 8.5. There's some nice riffs in there, and some decent punchlines, and it was like the whole package. And flow wise, it was decent. Bounce to it, and a nice smooth flow in some other areas. So that's a solid 8.
Solid 8. So 9 plus 8 is 17 plus 8
25.5.
25.5. Yep.
Okay, Chuck, what do you say?
Solid.
I think I'm gonna be sitting at I'm gonna do 9.89. I really liked the. So I will say the first time I've appreciated this song more the more times I've heard it. Because I've heard this song many, many times over the past several years, and every time I hear it, I think I gain a little bit more appreciation for it, for some different aspects. And it took me a little bit, but the beat, I like all the different aspects of the beat, that it kind of has different different parts to it. I think that keeps it interesting. Kind of right when you start to get tired of some aspect to it, then there's like a different thing that comes in with it. And that was nice. It's not a particularly complicated beat, like it's a pretty simple, but like it's fairly dynamic in that regard with a lot to it. So I guess given that, I'll do 8.75 on the beat, and then on lyrics, I'm gonna put the lyrics at an 8.5. I'm kind of adjusting this as I go, I guess.
Yeah, no, I'm scribbling. I'm scribbling.
I'm keeping track of it. So
I need you for the final score, dude. Because I can't.
Fine.
I'm not a computer.
So lyrics, I think I'm gonna do 8.5. Like he's talking about some, like it's got some good stuff that he talks about, and that's nice. I think some of like lyrically, but I think the only reason that kind of keeps me at an 8.5 is just kind of a pretty heavy use of kind of like metaphors, rather than that being a little more complicated in the metaphor simile.
Okay.
So so that's at I think lyrics at an 8.5, and then the flow's good. I think nothing groundbreaking, but it was consistent, and there were some nice pockets. So flow probably 8.5. So that puts me at
24.75.
Yeah, or 25.75.
Okay, so 25.75.
We're at 102 and a quarter total.
102.25. Congratulations, Forces Unknown.
Hey.
Your first track of the evening is going on the playlist. Good choice. And that was fucking, we were serious about that.
Yeah, that was dope, though.
That was fucking serious.
It's a great track. So I will say, like, that binary, like, this specific track sent me down this whole kind of independent artist kind of rabbit hole, and kind of the circles they all run in, because that's how I eventually ended up at Superstition, and
right.
The just like a whole bunch of them. You kind of start building this graph of like, find a track they collab with someone on, and then like find someone they collab with, and you kind of build this little graph, and you realize that it's actually not that wide of a net, and there's a lot of kind of interplay between them, and that kind of put me into this whole kind of network of them, and that was pretty cool.
Nice.
And what I've known as a podcaster and a lover of hip hop and the connoisseur of reaching out is that they all know each other. They're all connected. I'm gonna new thing that we're doing here on the show is I'm gonna bless this song with a poem. This one's called "The Old Dying Tree." I'm fighting for something that's missing. I'm remembering all of our kissing. Don't look away when I come running back. What once was bright colors has faded to black. I used to sit softly, now stand at attack. You went and you shoved a huge knife in the cracks. Maybe someday we'll have tea. We'll chat about all our lost trees. There once was a day when it was just you and me. There once was a day when we fully agreed. The life of a dying old tree. There's no other way it can be. Next one we got, guys, is from Q Unique. The setup. Let's get into that right now.
Let's do it.
All right.
Wait, what happened? You're on the wrong one. Go back one.
Oh, I'm on the wrong one?
Yeah, go back one track.
my heart.
My world was a broken scene in a broken home, broken dreams in an open throne. My world was my mother doing the best at avoiding doom. Me and my brother asleep on a cot in a boiler room. My world was on line of welfare for food stamps. The mom's working a shit job to feed her 2 champs. My world was my cousin leaving the earth in a hearse, and pops reappearing only to make matters worse. My world was watching dad beating up on mama, bringing his girlfriend to the house, increased the drama. My world was divided once mom broke out, took Jay with her, left me with a mind full of doubt. My world was discovering the bullshit, sitting broke with dad smoking and sniffing coke with different folks. My world was stealing from grandma for dad's bad habits, and my cousin John died a heroin addict. My world was a beat down for bad answers, and I plotted dad's murder, God knows I had chances. My world was a stepmother 3 years older than me. God was at the door, the devil was holding the key. We all got a story to tell, and here's mine. Told Ma the rhyme, she was on the phone, tears crying. Can't imagine why I'm against incredible odds. Wrote a letter of complaint and I sent it to God. I never asked to be born, but I've asked to die. Never asked for this shit, so I'm asking why. What's the purpose of life if you could never prevail? Tell me, what should I expect when I was set up to fail? My world became a planet in the dark sky, blood opening the senses of a shark's dark eye. Bad spirits is following the Sandero sun, with voices in my head saying, son, you better run. 9 different schools and 9 different apartments made my mind dark, but I'ma shine regardless. And that's when the thought of dealing crack came, and I rhymed just to rhyme as a fan in the rap game. A gun in the innocent face that approached us. Now the cops surround the cafeteria like roaches. They found the 45 in the banana clip, but the bundle of crack was hidden under Anna's tit. Written letters to the judge, mother's talk with work. A slap on the wrist, and now I'm free to walk the earth. But she soon got tired and thought that I was hopeless, so I had to sleep on D's couch, I was homeless. A porta rock in a hard place, got a drill through. When a stepdad says, spick, I'm gonna kill you. I don't understand why God puts us through pain. Cast me in the storm and left me standing in the rain. Left me standing in the rain. Left me standing in the rain. Left me standing in the rain.
And that went by fast.
We all got a story to tell, and here's mine. Told Ma the rhyme, she was on the phone, tears crying. Can't imagine why I'm against incredible odds. Wrote a letter of complaint and I sent it to God. I never asked to be born, but I've asked to die. Never asked for this shit, so I'm asking why. What's the purpose of life if you could never prevail? Tell me, what should I expect when I was set up to fail?
I mean, it's an intense listen, man. And so many people are set up to fail, you know? Like, I'm blessed. I'm fucking privileged, man. I was set up to succeed. I had everything going for me the entire way. I have trouble identifying with what it must be like to be in a poverty situation. I'm so foreign to that. You know what I mean? So not only is it empathetic for me to think about and wonder how these people suffer, but it's also very entertaining to me because I'm so foreign to that life. So I love listening to it because I love hearing these points of views and these perspectives because I am so privileged that I never had that life. And it's engaging for me. Like, I like hearing the stories. I hate that it happens, but I love hearing it, and it's engaging, and I thought it was a deep track. The beat, kind of a short loop, got a little annoying. Gonna give it a 7.5. Lyrics, I thought were a 9. I thought it was a top-notch storytelling track. Flow, an 8. I thought it was smooth. I thought it was, like, easy on the ears. I'm giving it a 24.5. Iggy, what are you saying?
Yeah, that beat it got a little boring, actually. So it got a little boring after a while. It kind of turned me off to the song, even though I know he was laying it out for the folks, to listen to. But yeah, it kind of turned me away a little bit. I'm gonna give the beat a 7. I'll give the lyrics. I'll be honest, I kind of zoned out. So 7.5 lyrics and 7.5 the flow. Just
so 15, 24.
It just kind of felt a little lackluster.
That's 22.
No, that's 22.
22.
Yeah.
22.
Yeah.
Carry the 9, right? Carry the 9. LP, what are you saying?
Yeah, so it's I agree. The beat was a little bit lackluster, but probably in the 7 range. Nothing too spectacular about it, but it gave a lot of room for this MC to flow over, and he used the beat pretty well, and he filled a lot of pockets, and he wrote it, and I thought that was pretty good. So I'm going to give that an 8. And lyrics wise, I'll give that an 8 as well. The concept's been done before, but he personalized it enough to make it kind of stand apart, and did a nice job with it. So
23 from LP. Chuck, what are you saying?
I am. Let's see. I'm gonna say, yeah, beat. I give a 6. Just, I was bored with it, with the beat, and that kind of the short loop kind of became a distraction, and so beats a 6. Flow was fine. It was not bad, great. I think nothing notable. Flow I can give it the respectable 7. On the lyrics, lyrics is a tough one, because yeah, he was telling his story and it was personal and heavy, but it also feels like the story was, now granted I don't know him and his background, but it feels like it could have used another verse to flesh out the rest of the story. He kind of went through, like growing up was like with his mom was hard, and then when they split, that was like shitty and hard with his dad, and then like that was it, and it's like, is that where you're still at? Because right. Like I wouldn't think so, because it seems like you're grown now. So
I grown up first. Would have been sick.
I feel like the lyrically kind of the storyline really needed a third verse to kind of flesh out kind of where he's at now, based on that. So okay. Iggy, you're muted if you're saying anything.
So what?
I said it kind of felt like it didn't close off the loop.
Right. So lyrically, I'm gonna give that a 7, because I really feel like the rest of the story wasn't there. And maybe there is no more to the story. I don't know, but that's what it felt like listening to it. So that puts it at a 20 for me. I think the beat was like, it was a big killer for me. So that puts it at a 20, and I think we're looking at 89.5 total.
So what'd you give the flow?
I gave it a 6.77. So
okay. So what are we at out of 120?
89.5.
89.5 does not make the playlist, but nevertheless, it was still a good listen for me. I'm gonna try and lighten the mood a little bit with a poem here. It's called Old Time Love.
Oh.
I'm in love. I can't believe I wrote this.
Whoa.
Okay. I'm in love with a woman who is 6 times my age.
Oh.
I am 38, and she's cradling her grave. She's a live wire. She bangs like a moose. Her dentures are out. She still ain't too loose. She calls me her grandson, which I find kind of weird. When she does die, I will shed many tears. We first got together when I was 19. She is my darling. She captains our team. She doesn't do much except lay there and scream. When I'm not with her, she enters my dreams. I love my old granny. She takes me to the moon. When she does die, my life will be doomed. I sit by her bedside and delicately croon. When she gets frisky, the bombs, they go boom. I love you. Love can be any age, guys. Any age.
Yes, it can.
Wilk, you're the best.
Next one we got, guys, is from Lords of the Underground. This one's called What's Up, featuring ONYX. Let's get into that next, right now.
All right.
Okay, yeah, let's get into that.
Wilk, you're the best.
Thanks for that one.
You're welcome. I want to lighten up the mood a little bit.
Yes.
You sure did.
What's up? What's up? What the fuck? What's up? What's up? What's up? What the fuck? What's up? What's up? What's up? What the fuck? What's up? What's up? What's up? What the fuck? What's up? What's up? What's up? What the fuck? What's up? What's up? What's up? What the fuck? What's up? What's up? What's up? What the fuck?
get your body. Clearly two of the best groups of the century. Fredro, Funky Man, do it all in sticky. Plus Lord Jazz, one time he will hit thee. Blow, we go dumb, it ain't a mystery. All off, check me, the stage dive off speaker. ONYX and Lord still move at our leisure. What up? What's up? 6 figures for a feature. Snow goons, you messing with a different type of creature.
Just to punch you in your face rap, fucking get your face slapped. Timberland boots, niggas better get they lace strapped. Do it for the streets, we do it for the street. Straight gutter, blow up mics, take cover. We don't fuck around. ONYX in the underground, niggas buck them down. Leaving niggas underground, snoggles on the beat. My niggas got them bangers, guard, boom back, hit them with the gap, beats banging hard. What's up? What's up? What the fuck? What's up? What's up? What's up? What the fuck? What's up? What's up? What's up? What the fuck? What's up? What's up? What's up? What the fuck?
If we ever come to your town, we're killing shit like King Hannibal, crossing the Alps on elephants. Takes one verse, all of you rappers irrelevant. Seen a lot of shit off of the cliff, intelligent. Life is more precious, I could be killed for my melanin. Rhymes go over your head, I'm briefing the pelicans. No discipline, all of your kids is on Ritalin. And I'm not the type to hold shit in like chitlins. Make shit hard.
Yo, this shit gon' be wild. Let me take my coat off. I'm about to freestyle. Niggas get rolled off. Let me clear my throat off. Hardest thing on stage, about to get thrown off. Now I'm in the crowd, nigga. Loud nigga down. Turn them up and shut them down, nigga. Pound niggas out. Load them up and bust them down, nigga. Found niggas out. Dug them up above the ground, nigga. What's up? What's up? What the fuck? What's up? What's up? What's up? What the fuck? What's up? What's up? What's up? What the fuck? What's up? What's up? What's up? What the fuck? What's up? What's up? What's up? What the fuck? What's up? What's up? What's up? What the fuck? What's up? What's up? What's up? What the fuck? What's up? What's up? What's up? What the fuck? What's up? Two of the best groups ever in hip hop. Hold up, bringing that 90s back, the grimey's back. Energy, hands down. Queens. Hold up. No, Dro Star and his beat it at Germany. What's up?
You know, the biggest regret I have, like not being a hip hop listener in the 90s, but like having friends that did, is that I never got exposed to ONYX. Like if I would have heard this in 94 when all the shit was going down, I would have been hooked. I would have been a hip hop head way back then instead of when I was like 19 or 20 or whatever when it started, right? Love the rasp. It's kind of like I was doing that before I knew who these guys were, right? So I feel like a kinship towards these guys about like how they express themselves lyrically, because I do the same thing. Like all or nothing, fucking 11 out of 10, as hard as you can. That's just what I do, right? And I can't even not do it, because as soon as I not do it, I'm like, this sounds like shit. This is fucking garbage. I need to go extreme. I just have to be satisfied with it. So it was satisfying for me flow-wise. Like, I love the flow. I love the energy. It's a 9 on flow. However, the beat, that's not my style of beat. I don't like fucking club-style beats. I need some flutes or some guitars or some keys or something. I don't like this hype. So I'm giving the beat a 7. The lyrics were pretty basic. It was an 8, but they were put together really, really well. So I'm giving it a 24. Iggy, what are you saying?
So I like this type of beat, especially when MOP is on something like this, or when you get like Buckshot, or some of these other guys who can rip some of these beats too. Not to say that these dudes didn't rip this beat, but I like some of these beats. But this one felt a little empty. Like there was some layers missing to it. It was just
keys.
It was a beat. It was just a beat. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't a produced track. It was just a beat for them to flow on. Which okay. But production wise, I mean, it's a 7. It's a respectable 7. Just there was a lot to be left. I think there it was good for what it was, but there was a lot to be left in some spaces. The flow, I think they all brought. Well, I can't say they all brought. I think after Sticky, then the flows, the energy of the song felt different. So I give Sticky's flow for sure. He gets an 8, 8.5. I'll give him 8.5 on the flow, but collectively, all of them together, I'll give it a 7.5 just for the flow. Same for the lyrics, 7.5 on the lyrics. I mean, nothing wrong with, talking that ish, but we got to talk that ish if you're going to talk that ish.
22 from Iggy. LP, what do you say?
Yeah, I thought it was a solid track, really high energy, but the beat was a little bit vanilla and melodramatic for that type of track and that type of energy that they brought. So that's a 7 for me. It's going to be 777s. The flow, again, you have to kind of do an average based on all of them, and where Sticky's and Fredro's was a little bit higher energy, more up there, it kind of was brought down a little bit more. And I mean, there was some decent flows throughout, but again, nothing real, fantastic. And lyrics a 7 as well.
21 from LP. Chuck, what do you say?
I'm 6 on a beat. I don't think I have anything to add that hasn't already been said. Gonna agree with where you guys are at, but for me, it's a 7. Or a 6. I'm sorry, a 6 on the beat. The flow, I'm giving a 7.5. Some were better than others. I do think the different, like so many different MCs, and they each had, their own different kind of delivery. I kind of grouped delivery and flow together, kept it interesting to listen to, but interesting isn't always good. Like the good ones are good. The ones that are not great are not so good.
Not so
like
good.
if if it's like multiple different goods, then like that's awesome. But I think like the good and the not good kind of balanced out. So that's 7.5 on flow and delivery. And lyrics are 6. It's flex rapping about rapping. So that's a 19.5 for me. 86.5 total.
86.5 does not make the playlist, unfortunately, but we have Binary Star on there. Gonna end you now with a poem, and hopefully it carries you on to the next broadcast. We're live as soon as we're done this.
Is it as glorious as Granny Love?
This one is actually an ode to my favorite author, Bukowski.
Okay.
Go buy a fucking miniature horse, Chuck. Go get a fucking damn divorce.
I already
go out and ask fucking greasy whore. Punch a hole right through your door. Buy a really fast car. Drive it recklessly with both doors ajar. Do some drugs and go way too far. Give yourself some ugly scars. Snort a shit ton of cocaine. Kill a really cute puppy, Great Dane. Buy a broken picture frame. Eat a fucking piglet brain. Drive drunk on a country road. Lick a fucking poisonous toad. Blow a fucking giant load. Do it now before you're old. Go chase an ostrich. Step too close towards the edge. Huff a can of fucking pledge. Do it now before you're dead. Get living. Enjoy some funk now from Iggy, the master of entertainment. Let's get into it. Join us soon.
Cheers,
reggae.
The theme of get yourself some life experiences.
Yes. So we're getting some reggae back in the mix.
Some reggae back in the mix.
I like it. By the way, we need to do something before I forget. Forces Unknown says, just wanted to stop by, picked Binary Star for the skill level, Q Unique for the storyline, and Lords of the Underground, and ONYX for the hardcore hip-hop heads. I will catch the review later. And since he did not pass someone the torch, I am hereby passing the torch to Larry. Larry, we are featuring you next week.
Larry.
That's what I'm talking about.
With the most songs on the honor roll for Reaction Radio, we are going to feature Larry next week. Larry, congratulations. Nice. Get us 3 songs immediately, and we'll feature you next week. Let's get back to Rock Stone. This is RAGGA.
Yeah, the man say, Rock Stone was my builder, could not find place for slave. But them empty, we have to find food for eat. Every day we terrorize by soldiers and police.
Pretty sure Binary Shirts wins song of the night, Iggy.
Right? Yeah, I think so.
That's pretty obvious.
One thing in our mind, I feel jump with the base. I make it in a life, I inheritance to make them pay up. Self-employed, cannot get laid up. But the road me have, can't even get a day up. Who did want to stop me now, them find out, say them way up. Alright, so me say one by one, one by one, one by one.
man, we stepping out of Babylon, and then one by one. You King Silla say I the conquering lion.
These guys do not fuck around.
Now when the Rock Stone was a little baby.
Sizzla Kalonji.
Sizzla goes off in this one though.
Help us now, take us from the slum. Never give up after one strictly for your bun. Help us now, take us from the slum. Never give up after one King Selassie I bless you. Separation is a thing could be no harder time. Got to widen your views, gotta broaden your mind. What we face in the ghetto, nowhere else can you find. Hunger, poverty, a system so unkind. As a matter of fact, there is an aftershock. When come groundnuts, my bed and my pillow was a rock. Try to make it through the system, all of those were lost. Yet nothing me to try, and so I ain't gonna stop. All the time the right to book on you. All sorts of other crap they would have put on you. Yet when you're in there, they would look on you. They would only stand and wanna wipe the foot on you. But see I know, Zion down, Ethiopia, Africa, fashion, liberate the poor. Hey, man, I lie to me, Selassie, I them off the war. I read the Bible, turn to beats and praise the Lord.